Video is about overheating on my 1992 Dodge D250 5.9 Cummins. I rebuilt the engine, as you could see in the previous videos, and drove it about 5,000 miles, and it overheated. I would go up a grade and no load or anything, and it would overheat. Not a lot, but then I drove it out to New Mexico a couple years ago, and it overheated. It got kind of hot, and after that it started smoking. So then I was thinking, well, I burnt the rings, or I burnt the pistons, and so I decided it was smoking and it had got hot, so I decided I'm going to pull this engine back out again. I'm a torture. So I got it out, and I found that the cylinders and pistons are all good. You can see that they're all pretty good, and I get a flashlight here, and I get good compression on all of them too. I got 480 to 460 to 480 psi on all of them, so that's all good. So I'm thinking the cylinders and the pistons are good. I'm thinking the valves were good. I just don't know why it was overheating. I did have some extra equipment in the truck. Let me know your thoughts on this. I had some extra equipment. I had a this is a heat exchanger. I was running vegetable oil in it and biofuel. That's a heat exchanger, and here I had a heated fuel filter, and in the back of the truck I've got a heated fuel tank heater. It's called a Hot Fox, and these are my tanks. So the Hot Fox over there on the top of the tank heats up the fuel, and as the fuel goes towards the engine, it gets hotter and hotter. Well, I did that for vegetable oil, but I'm not going to burn that shit anymore. That's nasty stuff. It ruins your fuel system, so I don't recommend that anymore. But these are the fuel tanks I built. I think they're pretty cool. It adds a 60 gallons, 65 gallons to the truck, and I still maintain full access to the bed. So I had that heated tank heater in there, and I had this guy, and I had the heated fuel filter, and the truck overheated. And I was thinking maybe it's because of these extra components, but I don't think so, because I added that adds coolant to the system, and so it has even more coolant. And then I thought, well, if it overheated, maybe the cooling nozzles in the engine are not installed properly, or maybe the oil cooler is not installed. Here's the oil cooler. So, wondering what your thoughts are, guys. Should I test the oil cooler? How do I do that? Should I check the cooling nozzles? How do I do that? What are your thoughts about the pistons and getting good compression? Those shouldn't be a problem. As far as the oil burning, I had 4 valve stem seals riding up too high on the valve stems. Here's the valve stem seals, and they were riding up too high, and I think that's why it was burning oil. So I am going to put in new valve stems, and while I've got it apart, I'm doing a valve job on it too. That'll be my next video. Okay. Oh, and the other part of the heating problem may be this radiator. It's a brand new radiator, same capacity as the stock, but it's just a different kind. And maybe the stock radiator has some extra stuff inside of it that makes it cool better. I don't know. What do you guys think? Any help? Appreciated. Here's my valves. Okay, I'll get to those in a minute.